Se me ha caído.
Y ahí estaba, con mi mejor amigo del colegio.
Creo que deberías trabajar para mí.
Estoy en contra de esta guerra.
No se trata de ser pro-guerra. Se trata de ser pro-pasta.
So why did you choose to do a film about these guys?
Well, it was just, to me, the fact that it was a true story. Sometimes, you know, in life, you come across those things that are true stories in fiction. And I kind of couldn't believe how far they got. And the more and more we looked into the story, the more it just gets more.
I'm curious, why did you choose to leave one of the three out of the story?
That's just sort of the economy of storytelling, quite frankly. If you know a lot about the real story, he wasn't involved in the beginning, and it just felt kind of confusing and it muddled it. That's just one of those things you do to really simplify it.
This must be your most serious film to the time, but it's a mix of genres. Did you think of it as a comedy from the start?
No, I mean, I saw it as a mix of genres, like you say. It felt to me the way to capture it correctly. It was impossible to do it just as a drama because there's so much absurdity in it that it had to be funny. But then, you know, the movie as it goes on becomes more and more of a drama. It kind of starts as a comedy, so it shifts tones in the middle. Which to me was another reason, going back to your first question, why he wanted to even make it. For me, the movies that I respond to and generally are movies that are a little bit of a mixture of those tones.
Why do you think we are so fascinated by successful criminals, like Efraim is with Scarface?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I just think there's a glamour to it. I mean, I don't know if it's the same here as it is in the States, but there's certainly something exciting about that kind of lifestyle and about getting away with something.
It's like the American dream.
That's sort of the idea, exactly.
I really liked Ana de Armas here. How was working with her?
Well, she's great, but you know, for me, she was a huge discovery. I hadn't really even heard of her before, and to me, she's one of the really interesting things about the film is her coming out of the movie. You know, now she's filming Blade Runner in Budapest, and yeah, I mean, she's sort of sunshine when you look at her. She's just like light.
Yeah, I agree. Is this movie focusing in the smallest shark on the sea?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. It's about yeah, a little bit. It focuses on the smallest shark, like you say, and as they grow and get greedier in this guy's case.
And you didn't want to show the biggest sharks?
No, I mean this was much more about these two characters. To me, it was a more approachable way into the film to sort of see these two characters take on, you know, it's the minnow who swallowed the whale.
A recent study said, again, that Hollywood is mostly male, white and straight. Do you think this is something that you could help change?
Yeah, not with this movie, but
not with this movie.
This movie happens to be about two male, white, straight guys. It's a true story. But yeah, I mean, I think that's something that everybody should be looking at and thinking about. And to me, quite frankly, if this story was about two girls in their 20s who became arms dealers, I would have liked it even more. It just happened to be about these two kids from Miami.
Okay, I heard that Jonah and Miles Teller asked you for the roles.
No,
no,
that's not true. No, well, I mean,
how did it happen?
We wrote the movie for Jonah, you know, so I definitely asked Jonah for it. Miles actually came to me and asked me to be in it, but we had been thinking about Miles anyway. But for Jonah, no, he didn't ask me for anything. We wrote it with him in mind, and
yeah,
really were lucky to get him.
No soy mal tío. Pero en ciertas ocasiones tengo que preguntarme, ¿qué haría un mal tío?
¿Es seguro ir a Bagdad?
Muy seguro.